All right, Assalamualaikum, very good day. So this is the e-lecture for sign test, okay, PET sample sign test. And I will discuss two examples, how to do the hypothesis testing using PET sample sign test. Okay, this is the first example. A study was conducted to see whether a certain diet medication had an effect on the weight in pounds of 8 women. Their weight were taken before and 6 weeks after daily administration of the medication. At alpha 0.05, can one conclude that the medication had an effect, increase or decrease on weight of the woman? Okay, so we will proceed with two tail tests. Okay, based on this statement, either the weight can increase or decrease. Okay, so first step. Okay, first step, what we have to do is you have to state the hypothesis. Okay, we have to state the hypothesis. So H naught, so the median. Okay, the median before. The median before is referring to the week before is equal to the median after. Okay, and H1 is median before is not equal to median after. Okay, so this is the hypothesis. So next step, you have to find the critical value. Okay, you have to find the critical value. Now we proceed with alpha 0.05, and the total number of data is 8. So by referring to the critical value for the sign test, n is equal to 8 with alpha 0.05. For two-tailed test, the critical value is 0. Okay, the critical value is 0. Next, we proceed with test value. So to find the test value, you have to find the sign. Okay, the sign of weight before minus weight after. All right, now, so let's say weight before is xi and the weight after is xg. So now we have to find the sign. Okay, we just interested to know the sign of xi minus xj. So 187 minus 178 is positive. 163 minus 162 is also positive. 201 minus 188 is also positive. 158 minus 156 is also positive. 139 minus 133 is also positive. 143 minus 150 is negative. So 198 minus 175 is positive, and 154 minus 150 is also positive. Okay, so based on this sign, we have to determine the number of positive sign and the number of negative sign. So the number of positive sign is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And total number of negative sign is only 1. So the test value is the minimum between positive and negative. So the minimum between 7 and 1 is 1. So this is our test value. Okay, now we have to make the decision based on the test value and the critical value. Okay, now you have to compare, and we can only reject H naught if the test value is less than or equal to the critical value. Okay, so now our test value is 1 and the critical value is 0. So actually 1 is greater than 0, meaning that our decision is fail to reject H naught. Okay, we fail to reject H naught. Okay, we fail to reject H naught, meaning that the median before, okay, before based on this question, is it use the medication? No. Okay, a certain diet, okay, before a certain diet is equal to the median after. Okay, so the median before is just equal to the median after. One more example, the compressive strength in kilopascals were measured for each of 6 concrete blocks after 2 days and 5 days. The data are given below. Is the mean compressive strength after 5 days greater than the mean compressive strength after 2 days? And use alpha 0.01. Okay, so the question asks you to compare the mean. Okay, for the non-parametric statistics, you can compare the mean, okay, as long as the mean is equal to the median. But you don't have to check. Okay, you don't have to check. Okay, now the question asks you to determine, proceed with hypothesis testing to compare, okay, the mean of compressive strength after 5 days and after 2 days. Okay, now H naught is mean after 2 days is equal to the mean after 5 days. And H1 is the mean after 2 days is not equal to the mean after 5 days. Okay, so this is our null hypothesis and also alternative hypothesis. Next, we proceed with the critical value. You have to find the critical value at alpha 0.01. Now we conduct the two-tailed test, and the total number of sample is 2, 4, and 6. Okay, so based on this information, you have to refer to the critical value of the sign test, n is equal to 6, and alpha is 0.01 for two-tailed test. Okay, tak ada pun kat sini sebab atas ni ada 7, 6 dan sebagainya. All the critical values are 0. Alright, so the critical value is 0. Then we have to find the test value. Okay, the test value, you have to find the sign of, let's say this is xi and this is xj. You have to find the sign of xi minus xj. So xi minus xj for the first data is negative. So 1090 minus 1086 is positive. The next one is negative. This is also negative. This is also negative. And the last one is positive. So the total number of signs for negative for positive is 2. And total number of negative sign is 4. And the test value is the minimum between positive and negative sign. So now we have 2 for positive and 4 for negative. So the minimum is 2. So our test value now is 2. And you just have to compare the test value and the critical value to make the decision. Okay, so to make the decision, we can only reject H naught if the test value is less than or equal to the critical value. Okay, now our test value is 2 and critical value is 0, which is the test value is greater than critical value, meaning that we fail to reject H0. So this is our decision. And now you have to make the conclusion. So the conclusion is at alpha 0.01, we fail to reject H0, meaning that H0 is true. There is insufficient evidence to show that the mean compressive strength after 5 days is greater or maybe less than 2 days. All right. Okay. So this is the procedure and example how to conduct the hypothesis testing for PET sample sign test. Okay, that's all for now. Thank you very much. Assalamualaikum.